I mean,
hopefully.
That aside, he's the first one to defend everyone when we talk about penguins.
Okay, sure. Like, he's still got your back. Like, he's still got the region's back, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully,
exactly.
Hopefully, Professor Pro has taken all of that personally.
Yeah.
And we can see something different here.
Yeah. He would have to win 2 sets, though, which is a tall order. But I would be impressed if he could even, take a few games here.
Still getting his wave shines out of shield, though.
He was playing so good that I believe.
Oh,
he was playing so good that I believe.
I believe too, honestly. At least 1 set I could see happening. 2, I'm not so sure about, but I could see 1 set happening for sure.
Which would be sick. Like, he does not lose the Fox Ditto very often.
Yeah, to anyone.
Yeah.
Finds another back air here, closes it out.
At least maybe Prof got a good warm-up against Pipsqueak. I mean, it's a little left, so...
right.
We're ready for the big left now.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
Literally big left,
Ooh.
Wow, I like that kind of delay of jumping out of Shine.
I wonder if he got stuck in Shine and then reacted and then full hop.
I think that's what happened, because you don't intentionally do that, even though it worked out as kind of a good mix-up, but it just doesn't seem like something you would do on purpose.
Yep. Mix-ups that spawn off mess-ups like that, I've always heard it's called Mana Cloud mix-ups.
Oh, yeah.
He used to miss an L cancel and then get the Shine on you because he tried to shield grab it.
We still have a name for that. I'll remember later.
Ooh. Oh.
Wow! Oh, super low.
That was really nice.
Yeah, I think it comboed too, so when you're decisive like that, you can just close out stocks.
Yep. And that's been one thing that I've really noticed about Prof's play today is just the confidence. He's not hesitating on anything.
Right.
He's clearly playing well, and he knows that. So he's just going in and following up immediately on stuff.
Yeah, he's always been a high confidence player because his tech skill is so good. In my opinion, it's one of the best, one of the cleanest, one of the most dangerous. Like, there are points where I've played him first thought, this game's pointless. I don't know why this is solved. This guy solved it. And the only problem is that is just so demanding that sometimes he messes up and you're like, thank God. But he's always going to be the type of person that's always just going to go all in, and he's just hoping that day is the day that he's playing well.
Yeah.
And that he's on point. And today seems like it's it. So he's never going to slow down. He's never going to be scared.
Yeah, I love the way you phrased it earlier where he's playing good and he knows it right now, right?
Yeah.
Because this is a day he is playing good, and boy, is he playing like it, so.
Yeah. Still having a close game with Leffen here.
Yeah.
Ooh. Great
tech.
Omset tech, but
full coverage.
the quickest punish on the Omset tech.
You give Leffen every layer you can.
Yeah.
He keeps it going.
I like how we spend most of the match talking about how hot fire Professor Pro is playing, and we're conversely, it's a Sunday afternoon for Leffen right now.
It's just another day.
It's like after Mango 12-0'd his pool yesterday, and I played like a 6.
6 out of 10.
It's crazy. For Professor Pro, this is grand finals. For Leffen, it's the Sunday.
Yeah. Shine grab. Misses the platform tech chase.
It's interesting for Prof to pick up Yoshi story, because I feel like Leffen is such a fighting game player, more than Smash player sometimes, in his way of his putting his mix-up.
Yeah.
I feel like refraining all of his movement with his dash back, which is really good at it, is kind of a smart idea.
Right, interesting. Just kind of forcing interactions, and just kind of like Professor Pro is kind of like this wild, let's dance kind of player, right? So it's like... Double back air.
Leffen covering a lot of stuff, but not quite able to finish off the edge guard.
Yep. Nice, but gets enough damage off the edge guard to set up a kill confirm on the very next interaction. So sometimes that's kind of your goal with edge guards. It's just like, I'm going to rack up a ton of damage as you come back to stage here. So.
Nice.
Decisive stuff.
Let's go. Rush ahead.
Nair goes for the grab, doesn't quite get there in time. Same thing, right back and forth. Spot dodging the grabs. Shine in the corner. Randall helping out.
Oh, good job.
Man, the stage is working out great for Prof.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a great job with it.
And it hasn't felt like a lead that he got off of one crazy 0 to death, right? He's exchanging with Leffen in the neutral. And he's winning multiple interactions.
Yeah, and they look like replicatable, whatever the word is.
Yeah,
can be replicated. So
Ooh.
they're
Nice.
real.
yeah,
They're
exactly.
authentic. Yeah.
Ooh, that was kind of scary for Prof. Gets out of there, though.
Okay.
Real
Big
wars.
trade. Yep.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah, try to cover the platform up B.
Ooh, finds in there.
Yeah, some tricky movement there from Prof. Ooh. All right, Prof can't get too comfortable
desperate,
here.
I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shield on shield.
Yeah.
Shield on shield. Shield on shield. Oh.
Okay. Oh man, yeah. See, this is
Yep.
scary now.
Mistake kind of cost him there, but he just needs one more good opening.
Ooh.
But can he get it though?
Yeah. Did he build up enough of a lead to be able to make the mistakes like that and still win, right?
Right.
Because that's kind of like one of the benefits you get when you're ahead. Oh, I think
Okay.
Up Smash had it there.
Nair is
Oh, he gets there
barely
too.
gonna
Yep.
do it.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Prof definitely, as good as he's looked today and as confident as he's looked, he got a little shaky on that last stock.
Yeah.
You could tell
Little
he
bit,
was
yeah.
nervous about that potential left comeback.
But you can clearly see that that game was no fluke. He just straight up outplayed Leffen most of that match,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is promising for the rest of this set.
Yeah, 1-1 now. Only the second player in this bracket to take a game off
Yeah.
of Leffen. That's a big deal.
I like
And both are from UK.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
UK best country in Europe. Europe
UK. Leffen having trouble with that country in particular.
Wait, is there a Leffen UK joke that I missed?
No, it's just that he lost one game to Frenzy
No,
earlier
no.
in the bracket.
They're both
yeah.
Frenzy.
Yeah, yeah,
Frenzy
Okay,
and Prof
okay.
are
Yeah.
both UK, yeah.
I don't
So-
know if my man was streaming out of UK.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. That would be funny.
Get a little closer to the States.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
this guy's a grinder. Holy moving whole countries for this.
Short hop up air, one of the best follow-ups you can get.
Yeah. Fortunate for Prof right there that Leffen had a miscue on the short. And
Shines him off stage. Goes.
It's fun to see also like. So go for it. Go for it.
Oh no, I was just gonna play by play. Go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to say like the fact that indeed, Prof was definitely an advantage on Yoshi's story, and that's not for nothing that Leffen bring him on Dreamland, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
quite up the stage. Like
Right.
you're gonna use the full stage to really just avoid the pressure of Prof. My bad.
Yeah.
And just like create the opening and get the punish.
Yeah, it definitely seems like we have the the cold calculated style versus the wild hot fire style, manifesting itself in the stage picks, manifesting itself in the interactions.
beautiful hedgehog.
Can I say, I feel like we honestly have a set here.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
it's looking competitive. And
Yeah,
if we
it-
ignored the narrative going into it, this would just look like a very even match
Yes.
so far.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen these guys play a few times, and this is maybe the closest I've ever seen Prof
Right.
bring it in the first few matches. So
Yeah.
looks promising, but he is down right now.
Yeah, and as we're talking about that, Leffen builds himself a nice lead and
Yeah.
says, "Can you guys stop for just 1 second?"
Leffen hit him with the reverse MJ.
Yeah, yeah.
Heard
Take
the
that
commentator
personally.
say it was a competitive set, and I took that personally.
You cursed it.
I like just the speed that both players drink their water. Leffen takes his cup very slowly, takes a measured amount of water, puts it back down, and Prof like takes his water bottle, like gulps it back, puts it down. He's like, "Let's go!" Like, they drink water like they play Fox. Ooh! Oh no! Oh, he's totally fine.
Yeah.
Good mix up there.
See,
Yeah.
that's kind of a scary thing about this, too, is
moving fast.
Leffen's made a few mistakes, whereas Prof, aside from that shaky ending to the Yoshi's game, doesn't look like he's made
Right.
too many.
Right,
and
no blunders, right? Like
Yeah,
he might
yeah.
make some incorrect decisions, but no
Right.
blunders.
Yeah, he's at least pulling off most of what he's going for, whereas Leffen's missed a couple of recoveries and stuff,
Yeah.
and he's still winning.
Yeah, he's got such good macro
blunder right
game
there.
plans.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shoutouts to Queen's Gambit. I'm learning all these test
Yeah, the
terms now,
difference
man.
between a blunder
And a
and
mistake.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, finding good platform combos, and even when he misses, he's just so fast to get right back on Leffen's throat, right? Like, oh,
Standing there with
I
no
love the
crouch.
confidence,
No
not even
crouch.
crouching. Yeah,
Not even
Yeah.
You're not going to get up attack. Oh! Man, I love these jab extensions that have been. Oh,
Into
another
the
one!
Armada Shrine.
So clean.
Good stuff from Professor Pro.
Yeah, these jab extensions have been really spicing up the edgeguard game.
Chat
lately.
can't see it, but Fauster popping off. On all
yeah.
This is a crazy match.
Yeah, we need like in the
It is,
highlights
and
to
I'm
cut
trying
to caster reaction sometimes. 'Cause
I mean, let's be honest. Also, sometimes it feels good to see the champion lose. You know.
right, no, for sure,
You
yeah.
want him win, but even then, you know, sometimes you want to see some
Yeah.
other player just take the crown.
Especially when you
so-
talk shit on your whole region.
Yeah, because there's implications that your whole region is getting stronger, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if Leffen
yeah.
loses,
Exactly.
there's implications
Yeah.
there that's just good for the scene.
Which,
Right.
by the way, so everyone knows, I'm just joking because
Yeah.
I'm sure Leffen wants to see his
Yeah, of
scene.
course,
Like,
of
he
course.
actually really likes his seat. Right?
Yeah,
He's just a tough
sure he
love
does.
kind of guy.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's not for nothing. He participated into the summit, the European summit.
right,
also.
exactly, yeah.
Won't shock
Ooh.
everyone.
Oh,
Oh my god!
man, that hurts for
Holy.
Prof.
Yeah, he had a big lead there and kind of
Yeah.
Leffen.
Leffen now on the verge of finishing this bracket off. If he takes this next stock.
Finds a running shine, gets shined right back.
Okay.
Professor Pro, can he bring it back to the last stock?
Oh. Okay, another chance. And again, Leffen going
kind
to
of
the
a
edge.
deja vu situation right
Yeah,
there.
okay, he does find that bear though. Prof trying to stay alive.
Oh, just sneaks in there with an up tilt.
Okay.
Turns into a huge conversion.
Good counter shine.
Okay.
Real
like
turnaround
this.
grab. Great
Oh,
conversion.
well
Shine
covered.
beats the shield drop.
Covering everything right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh! Reads the full hop
Oh!
into a forward
Oh!
smash.
Reads-
Sets him up for a
sees
great
the
edge
attack.
guard.
No.
Oh, I would have done the same.
You know he's going to come to that. You know he's going to come to that.
Yeah.
it. He's got
Still
one more
got one more
chance.
chance.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
he's
back
back
on
to stage.
platform height.
Oh, Leffen's so decisive with that tomahawk turnaround
All right,
grab.
what's the recovery going to be? Shorten. Oh,
Oh,
it's an
that's
up
up
throw,
air.
up air. Closes it out. Leffen with the 3-1 victory, and he is your Summit EU bracket champion.
Yeah, clutch stuff from Leffen there last stock. He had a couple key decisions. That tomahawk turnaround grab in particular to me showed like really good awareness in a tense situation to just be like, he's going to shield here. Boom. Converts into a huge combo. So,
Right.
yeah.
That was crazy. Well fought by Professor Pro. That was just like we said, as competitive a set
Yeah.
as you could ask for. You know, it's just Leffen. It's Leffen. He tightened
Yeah.
it up and he cleaned it up at the
Yeah.
end. But really well done by Professor Pro. I got to say, I've been really impressed with how he's
Yeah.
been playing. Leffen is our champion, and
Yeah.
he shows why every single time. So clean. All his conversions are just ridiculous. And while he had some blunders here and there,
Yeah.
his neutral game is just so strong.
Right.
Like Fauster said earlier, just that low commitment style and then explosiveness once he manages to open you up.
Yeah, he manages to be just as threatening as the high commitment players with low commitment options, right? Because he has a better punish game than them anyways. He's finding the same big openings, but he's doing it with shine and fade back nairs instead of up smashes. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
So really sick bracket overall. Leffen showing some highlights, Prof showing some highlights. Yeah, just great day overall, great bracket overall.
Yeah,
really glad
I'm-
we had
I'm
the
really-
European Summit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really happy we got to see all these European players and expose a lot of them to a lot of viewers
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm gonna say like there are a lot of players that I wasn't super familiar with that now I am.
Yeah.
And just like that, I'm gonna look forward to watching them at any point in time. Now it's like
Yep.
this guy Rick's
Yeah,
right
like
here.
Kinzo, Mackenzie.
This guy Kinzo against
Yeah.
Nunn. All right, let's go
Yeah,
Kinzo.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Let's see if you can do it right.
For sure.
So,
Some well-deserved exposure for the European scene here.
Great
And,
having Fauster to walk us through a lot of it too. That
Yeah.
was super sick insight on all these matches.
yeah, because us filthy Americans are always in our own world, and we forget there's a whole world out there. So
With
we
our
need people like Fauster
cheeseburgers and
around
our
us.
mangoes.
Yeah, mayonnaise and shit. Yeah. So really glad to have you here too, Fauster, for all that education.
Great Armada shine.
Well, thank you for the welcome. Actually, I was really glad to be there and talk with you and present to you all of the European community. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Follow all those players on Twitter too. They are active, so you guys could start getting into their scene the same way I am
Yeah.
after this event. So. Cool.
Leffen with the 4.3
Yeah.
openings per
Just every
kill.
game. He's had the highlight low openings per kill out of any of the matches we watch, including the American bracket. I know one of his matches he had like a 3.5 or 3.4
Lord.
or something. Like he was just putting in record numbers
Yeah.
on that with
Which-
Fox.
Yeah, and you kind of would expect that from a top player whose neutral is based on just low commitment. So you're not going to open them up as many times until they make that overextension or they make that mistake. So when you get that, you have to convert as hard as Leffen is doing.
Yeah, because he doesn't care that much about finding a stray bear on your wall out. He wants to find the opening that he wants that actually leads to something big. So every time he hits you, he hits like a truck. Yep.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Man.
Boom.
Great bracket.
That does it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's once again just want to give another shout out to Aiden, who's done a really good job of putting a spotlight on international players that we don't get to see that often. Even long before this, he ran Don't Park on the Grass, and he specifically tried to get as many international players out there as possible.
So
and
sick.
that actually gave them a platform to show that they're legit. Like I know Spud had a great run at one of them. Countless other Europeans, Aussies, just from really all around the world.
Even Twin from Mexico.
Like
so.
it's
huge shout outs to Aiden. Now if only he could fix the battlefield ledges.
Yeah, he's still got some work to do, unfortunately, but he's doing other things well. But cool stuff.
As you said, I mean, Aiden was one of the guys that just came the most off of our tournament. I think he was one of the first American to come to Air, for instance.
Right.
And he was always there to support our community, always there to bring our players, even the most unknown sometimes, even brought, for instance, like Passy from Austria, like some people forgot about during Don't Park on the Grass. So he was always there to support the European community without like being one part, if that makes sense. But it's big shout out to Aiden for that, for sure. I'm so glad we have that chance to showcase a lover player.
I'm still eternally sad that I never went to an Air.
Right.
I've heard nothing but good things about that.
I just yesterday he was talking about it. He was like, that is bar none my favorite tournament, the best tournament I've been to. Like,
I'm glad I got a chance to go to a couple.
It is.
It's an amazing tourney for sure, and just honestly the vibe of the European community is very, very chill. Everyone's very friendly.
Yeah.
Sometimes a bit hard to understand, but other than that, great people.
All right, that's enough.
I think it was you who told me about a hilarious Professor Pro chant for
UK.
Was it stream appropriate? I totally forget.
It's not stream appropriate.
Okay, never mind.
But
We won't do it.
There's so many good chants. That might be the single thing that they do way better than us.
Aiden's saying that every country, every player has their own chant, and so it ends up being like such a different energy to every tournament that you go to because there's such a different sense of community and stuff.
I mean, even for
really cool.
their non-local players, like they were cheering for Johnny like crazy with
the
zombie chant.
Yeah,
that's right.
Johnny. Oh God! And they're just so friendly. Like Ireland just claimed Johnny, and now he reps
one of theirs.
They're just like, he's ours now.
It's so great.
I love that stuff.
For sure. But that's the end of the EU bracket. Fauster, what were the highlights for you personally in this bracket?
Honestly, I would say all the new players actually that a lot of people does not know. I mean, worldwide people might know Prof, Trif, Leffen, but I'm glad like Kinzo, Nikki, Pipsqueak, Solo Battle, Frenzy, for instance,
Kenshi
get the time to shine actually during the tournament. So I think that would be my highlights for that tournament, that European Summit.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, that was great to see all the new players. And
for me, it was like every Kinzo match.
Kinzo
was
crazy.
Just going in constantly and not letting up, even when he could get grabbed and thrown off the stage and die at 0. He's like, nah, I just won't get grabbed because my pressure's fine.
That means that we're going to be hopping to.
Okay. So, okay, great. We're going to get an interview with the champion now. We're going to get to hear from Leffen.
Yeah.
All right.
There he is. What's up, Leffen? Congrats. How you feeling?
What's up? Feels great to be a world champion, always nice to be number one in the world.
Hey, man, it's fair, man. You get to say that. How are you feeling about the competition this weekend? I know that typically you're dominating in Europe. Do you feel like there was any difference in Europe's play from the people that you matched up against or watched this bracket?
I think this was like a really good like coming together thing. So both this event is amazing for Europe, like especially everyone else that hasn't gotten the chance to like show themselves. And then also we had the Poilon Arena, right? Like 4 weeklies that are really stacked leading up to this. Like I entered one of those and my bracket was like basically the same outside of not playing Trip. Like played Prof twice instead of so I think the competition got a lot higher because of that. Before that, I would say that most Europeans were taking it too easy. And I think you can kind of see that, like, if you look through the brackets and the results, like, there's definitely new people that are catching up to these old guys who, you know, might not be playing as much Slippy, might not been entering as much. And I think that's really cool to see.
Just adding to the depth of the region. That's awesome. Who would you say you were most impressed by in this bracket besides yourself?
For me, I think it was like Prof played really well during grand finals. I think that set was like, I wasn't playing hot technically, and I wasn't really expecting to play a Fox, but I kind of just like, okay, I'm going to take a little easy because I have a set buffer, you know, I'm going to see what he's doing. And then he was playing so hot that I'm like, okay, maybe I have to win right now. I don't know if I can stop it if he like gets going.
Yeah, if you give him too much momentum, he'll just run with it.
Yeah. I think Pipsqueak did really well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he choked, but outside of that, I think he's been improving a lot. Against me, I think Frenzy played really well as well.
Yeah, that game 1 was insane.
Yep.
Yeah, I was caught a little bit off guard, and I haven't been playing as much against Falco as I have been Fox, but that was still like, after you won game 1 and then Cedar death me on FD, I really had to like, okay, I have to really, really try. Like that was definitely one of the hardest sets for me.
Yeah, then you kind of stopped getting hit for the rest of the set, though.
Yeah, I think I kind of like understood his pace, and I just started playing better. But it was one of those times where I'm like, okay, I can maybe I can, you know, it's Europe. Maybe I can take a little bit easy. I don't have to take all the risks. And then, you know, that bit me in the ass. So I think I played really well against Triff, and good against Pipsqueak as well. Because Pipsqueak took a game the last Portland Arena, but I stopped that this time.
Nice. I wanted to say, just as probably Europe's biggest representative right now, and you know, pushing the scene and all that. Is there anything upcoming that the viewers right now who are just getting exposed to European Melee should be looking forward to in the near future?
So we have the final of Portland Arena, which is, basically the same people that entered here, like the top 16 from all those weeklies, and that's going to be coming up in like early December. Either weekend 1 or weekend 2, it's looking right now. So shout outs to that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm in it, of course, and everyone else.
So it'll be
outside of that,
the same 16 players essentially.
Yeah. I think it's about the same format.
Okay. And go ahead.
Outside of that, maybe 2040. So Armada will finally try Slippy.
Gotta throw in a jab.
That's the same year that the U.S. is going to get their shit together on COVID, so you could come back too.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the projected date at the moment.
Yeah.
No, but in
all seriousness, I think it's going to be more tournaments, and I'm honestly just really excited to be able to play with everyone. Like maybe next year I can travel to America and play some tournaments, because honestly it's been really rough to see all these fraudulent players get high on their shit. And like,
all these fraudulent players going 12-0 in their pool specifically.
Hey. I think Mango and Zane, they're doing great. The rest should calm down a little bit. The rest should calm down just a little bit.
Nice.
So it's not okay when I called Nunda third best player in the world. That's not that's not gonna fly. Okay.
No.
All right,
How many games you won against me? How many? 0?
Okay. All right. But
I mean, honestly, I think that a lot of the Europeans, if they keep grinding, I think they could be upsetting a lot of these people. You might not see it like the first major or something, because you know, like traveling to America and then like being jet lagged and having like to deal with all that stuff, it's hard. But I'm sure that both Triff and Prof and many others, if they go, they can definitely get some upsets.
It feels like a really cool training arc where now both regions have their own tournaments that are kind of like localized to them.
Yeah, it is kind of like old school.
Yeah. That's definitely how it used to be back in the day. Bit off topic, Leffen, but is that a bottle of vodka on your windowsill?
Yes.
That's my dog.
Jesus. Okay.
You gotta be ready in case you lose, you know.
True,
But yeah,
true.
man.
Or if you win.
Yeah, your performance was amazing. I think we all really, really enjoyed watching this bracket. I got familiar with a lot of new players. I thought the play was sick and literally just on the same level that I see a lot of American players play. Really impressed. I'm sure it impressed a lot of people. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for always repping your region the way that you do. And I will let you go unless you have anything else that you wanted
Any
to say.
shout-outs or anything?
No, not really.
Sick.
Cool.
I'll probably be back later for commentary if they let me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Nah, that's not allowed, dude.
All right.
Sorry.
Don't you
All right.
ever.
Come on, man. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us, man.
Yeah, congrats
All right.
again.
Congrats.
See you guys.
Later.
Cool.
Wow.
All right, no one tell him about the shit I was saying about him. I'm so scared of Leffen on Twitter. So scared.
He's so powerful. He has so much.
I always compare it to arguing with Eminem in the late 90s. Like, he's just going to destroy you on
Yeah,
the track.
yeah,
So just
yeah.
don't bother. Just don't
Yeah.
say anything. But cool. Yeah, that was awesome, man. Fauster, also
Yep.
awesome having you on. I can't say enough how great it was to have a point of reference, right, so that we just know what we're talking about out here.
Bringing
For
the
sure.
hype, bringing
Yeah.
the education.
Yeah, I know it's a little weird with the delay sometimes with you out in Europe, but dude, everyone loves you. Everyone loves your commentary.
Yeah.
And happy to have you.
Well,
Been great.
thanks a lot once again. Also, like it's the first time that I've been able to commentate with a lot of you actually, like with you, Hugs or Squid or even Lovage. I'm really glad to be able to do that for that summit, for that specific online summit, especially for that European stuff. So thank you to all of you. It was a really warm welcome actually. So yeah, it was a bit tough sometimes with the delay, but even though
Yeah.
it still worked out, I feel.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for allowing me to being there.
Can I ask one
bring
quick
some
question, a
information.
little off topic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you stream regularly as a professional? Because that setup you got back there is just so
It's so good. Yeah.
It's so
Love
good.
in the background.
Yeah, thank you guys. Well, yeah, actually, we stream a lot because like, so I'm working with Le Pugilat des Étoiles, which is such a French name. I'm sorry for you. And we're working on on a lot of French Smash events. Like we're trying to just like build interest for Smash community in the build interest in Smash for the French audience. And actually, you don't know, but right now there's a French restream going on. And as soon as I'm done with that commentary spot, I'm jumping onto it.
Oh, that's so
to
sick.
watch all of the NA matches and recast it in French.
Okay.
Sick.
What's the channel for that, so our French speakers can hop on if they'd like to watch?
Le Pugilat des Étoiles.
Okay,
Alright,
I
your
think
turn
you
to-
have to be French
your
to
turn
know
to-
how to spell that.
You-
Yes.
Pugilat de
Just
les
Pugi-
Just tweet a link or something.
yeah, Pugilat. Tell you what.
I'm not gonna be able to type that.
I cheat. French is actually my first language, so I can cheat on that one.
Oh, nice, nice.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Yeah, that was great.
Dope. But yeah, I mean, thank you again, Fauster, for joining us, and I'm glad you had a good time and certainly provided a lot for us with the European knowledge and, of course, as always, bringing the hype. So we appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Cool.
I think
Nice
with
to see
that, I
Well,
haven't
we-
actually been prompted yet, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
All right, with that, we are going to go to a break and then hop into the American bracket,
Yeah.
which it should be just as hype as we finished the pools matches yesterday, so don't go anywhere.